talking about drones today. A very useful tool in any kind of search and rescue situation. I actually one time driving out to Gatlinburg, and this was after the fires, the fires in 2016 or 17. I was on my way to REI in Sevierville, and it was Gatlinburg. No, it was Pigeon Forge, and I was driving through the Smoky Mountains on my way to the Smoky Mountains, and I saw smoke up on the hill, and I launched my drone, and I was able to get eyes on the fire. And when the volunteer firefighters showed up, they were trying to find a route up the road. I was able to show them footage of the fire with my drone, and I think so like I said, it's a very useful tool, and you should know how to use it and when to use it, when to deploy it. Interesting, someone once told me, he said, you always seem to be in the action spot. It does seem suspicious. If you ever see the movie Backdraft, the firefighter that was setting fires, that's not me. I will tell you that it's personnel management, and it's kind of par for the course with people like me and anyone who is in government services. They place us in these spots. It's timing, and it's personnel management. They conveniently and often put us in these positions or places where statistics show something might happen. So if you see me out there, it doesn't always mean something bad's gonna happen, but it is personnel management amongst the higher levels of government, and placing your personnel accordingly across the board, or the field, spreading the field out. So if you ever heard of like kind of the term of baseball, for example, and one door closes, another one opens. So how can people manipulate my life to get me where they want me to be? This would be, for example, I'm looking for an apartment. I just moved to town, and I'm looking for an apartment. I see a lot of places I want to live, and I go to apply, rejected. I go to the next one. They're all filled up. They just rented their last apartment. Lo and behold, there's one more place that will accept me. Turns out this apartment is a hot spot for car accidents on that stretch of road. So part of my skill set is I'm able to respond if people get into accidents. So I'm listening when I'm in my apartment as often as I can. And so far, two accidents have happened outside of on that stretch of road since I've been here. And again, it is personnel management, and it's very important to use your players or your personnel accordingly. So a lot of you guys out there, and gals, might feel similar, like, why does it always seem like I'm right where the action is, and this and that? And it's not always the case. You know, if one of us is there, chances are it's for good reasons. Usually it's very rare that it's bad, but you got to be careful there. Personnel management works both ways. You can maneuver bad people to where the bad guys can maneuver their personnel accordingly as well. Anyways, we're doing drones today, and I want to try and do this in one take. And I'm kind of self-conscious of all the ticks and quirks I have, like stuff like that. And anyways, I'm sorry. Bear with me, they say. So I got a new SD card. when launching your drone, you want to make sure you're following protocol of the surrounding area and make sure you have authorization and make sure it's safe to do so. And oh my goodness, hold on. So I guess this is the DJI 3 or the DJI tree, 1-2 tree. Yeah, I actually have footage of that fire that I saw and helped the firefighters get eyes on and saving the day. And so a lot of the stuff I'm involved with is personnel management and timing management, and it's nothing to do with me. Like I said, my upper supervisors, our team, they place me in these positions a lot, and I've just accepted it. I don't necessarily want to be in the danger zone, but I found out that like maybe that's just where I need to be. But it's not always the danger zone. Sometimes we have fun too, right? Like, take off. See, that was a little sketchy. Be careful. These blades will cut you. So we're gonna go ahead and get eyes on. And we got some windage right now. It's pretty windy out. You can see this little guy is having struggles, but he'll get the job done. So I like to sit here for a minute because the home point with the GPS will update on the map. So if your remote control loses communication or signal, the drone knows how to, it has an onboard computer system that will bring it back to this point. So and we are flying over water today, so if you are new to droning or even experienced, you want to make sure you accept the responsibilities that your drone might go down and you might lose it. They do make floatables for water travel with drones. You can attach the little floaty, and they have insurance for this stuff. Man, it is beautiful though. This is a good day to fly. It's got the snowfall. So we're gonna go ahead and take her up and get some footage of the surrounding area. Like I said, this is good for first responders or search and rescue. You get a better vantage point. This is going to be a longer video. We'll try and keep it around 10 minutes. All right. There you go. So what are we looking for? I mean, I don't have any particular target, or just basically getting some practice in. Scanning the area. You know, you could look for, after a snowstorm like this, you can cruise the bank. Sorry, I'm not really a YouTuber and stuff like that. This is all new to me. But you can cruise the bank after extreme weather like this, or any time really, and look for people that might have went off the road and submerged vehicles. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and not be distracted with filming right now.